Before we begin, I want to be honest with you. This episode started out as something else. I was going to talk about tools, about Lumi, about tech, about building for emotional sovereignty. But when I sat down to write, I realized something. I'm not drowning, but I feel like I am. And I think that feeling came from somewhere deeper. Because in trying to build this mission, this message for everyone else, I stopped listening to me. I've been delaying my own empathy, not avoiding it, but putting it off, thinking I'll process it after I help everyone else, after the podcast, after the platform. But that's not sustainable. And more importantly, it's not honest. So today's episode isn't about platforms or products. It's about presence. It's about remembering that I'm still learning too, that I'm not perfect, that I still have work to do. And if you've ever felt the same, this one's for you. You know, I'm glad this message isn't about tech. It's not about business. It's not about algorithms, emotional surveillance, or data trails. This episode is about you. It's about me. It's about us. It's about something bigger than any app or AI could ever hold. Something ancient, something deeply human, something I believe, more than anything, could carry us to an emotional renaissance faster, fuller, and more sovereign than any tool or trend ever could. It's about community, about what happens when I see you, when you see me, when we let ourselves be seen. It's about choosing connection over curation, vulnerability over performance, truth over polish. And I want you to hold one thing at the top of your mind as we go. Allow other humans to see you're human. Because today, we're not talking about systems. We're talking about what holds us together when the systems fail. We're talking about community and the quiet, powerful, emotional revolution. That begins when we remember. We were never meant to do this alone. Imagine this. Imagine a world where community wasn't something you had to search for on a platform. It wasn't hidden in comment sections or tucked inside hashtags. No, it was everywhere. The world itself, our neighborhoods, our timelines, our nations, had become one connected emotional ecosystem, a global village, not driven by fear or profit or power, but by care. And not just care for now, but care for what comes next. Imagine a world where the mission wasn't innovation for innovation's sake, but preservation of dignity, of feeling, of emotional truth, where your joy was celebrated, where your pain was witnessed, where your silence wasn't punished with invisibility. A world where emotional sovereignty wasn't just a personal goal. It was a shared responsibility, where every child grew up knowing that their emotions were sacred, where every adult remembered how to sit in stillness with themselves and with each other, where elders were honored not just for their survival, but for their emotional wisdom. Imagine a community not bound by code or contracts, but by consent, empathy, and intentional connection. A community where being human wasn't a liability, it was the highest form of leadership. Not just the United States, not just Europe, not just China, but all of us. Together. One mission, to ensure that the generations behind us inherit not just a world that functions, but a world that feels. And the truth is, that world, it's not some far-off utopia. Pieces of it already exist. In comment threads where strangers lift each other up, in group chats, in community fridges, protest lines, listening circles, and late-night DMs. It's here, but it's fragile, and it's waiting for more of us to see it, protect it, nurture it. Because if we keep leaving our emotional sovereignty up to systems designed to distract, divide, and extract from us, then we'll never reach that global village. We'll stay siloed, polished, performed, and we'll wonder why we still feel so alone. But if we start treating each other like the emotional infrastructure we truly are, everything shifts. Maybe the revolution doesn't start in code. Maybe it starts in compassion. Maybe it starts when you say to another human being, I see you, and I'm still here. So here's what I'll leave you with today. Allow other humans to see you're human, not the polished version, not the performative version, the real one, the one with cracked edges and sacred scars, the one that still feels joy when a child laughs, the one that cries silently in the car and doesn't always know why, the one that's learning every damn day that strength isn't about how much you hold in. It's about how honest you're willing to be. We can't heal the scars we conceal. And I'm done concealing mine because maybe, just maybe, if someone sees my healing in motion, they'll stop feeling ashamed of their own. Emotional leadership isn't about pretending you're okay. It's about making space for truth and standing in it. So if you're feeling something, feel it. If you're breaking, break gently. If you're rising, rise loud. Because this is what emotional sovereignty looks like. Messy, real, human. Stay digitally sovereign. Stay digitally smart. And remember, stronger connection, not stronger algorithms. Until next time, I'm Diedrich, and I'm still healing too. I'll see you in the next one.